Gentlemen, it's my honor to have you in studio with us.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you well? How was the launch? Was yesterday? Was last night? Was it fantastic? Was the movie well received?
Wow. We had over 500 people sitting outside in a chilly night with little blankets, and I thought that within 5 minutes they're going to go. They stayed and watched the last credit.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It was unbelievable to launch it on the open skies of Africa.
Yeah.
You look in the sky, you saw the stars, and there with a huge screen, almost giving that 3D sort of feeling. And it was unbelievable. And people followed each word.
Yeah.
I have I was in a Los Angeles premiere, in a London premiere, and you always are doing this.
Yeah.
And I have to really congratulate the Disney team in South Africa for putting a spectacular premiere that I'm very proud of now.
Yeah.
Because when I heard Johannesburg Country Club, I was like, hey, Country Club, blah, 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 but it was spectacular. And the audience sucked every second of it.
And I loved it.
Yes,
Can I come to you? Because 1994, the first Lion King, that's when it came out. And you participated in the soundtrack there. Now more than 90 million people have watched that one. And just how much did that change your life from that point, from 1994, and the people you've worked with after that? Did it open many doors for you?
The doors were open the second the first movie premiered, but I think the bigger doors got opened by the Broadway production.
Yes.
Which allowed us to not only bring and produce the Lion King to South Africa, it allowed us to open bigger doors for South African talent. That's my greatest pride, is being able to, for almost 25 years now, take talent from South Africa. We've hired more unknown South Africans and put them in the most prestigious stage in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Now with this new movie, there's never been a Lion King more South African than this one.
Yeah.
You have the normal beginning of Nancy Ngonyama, then you have the first voice you hear singing a Circle of Life. It's actually a South African female. That's different from 25 years ago.
Yes.
That plays Rafiki for us in London. And of course you have the character of Rafiki being played by Dr. Kani, which is the most South African the character has ever been from the stage production.
Did you push for that? Is that something that you pushed for, to get more
Unfortunately, we were fortunate that we have a fantastic director who was very committed to the true nature of the characters. John Favreau has been amazing because he wanted to maintain the authenticity. It's not something that we had to fight for. We didn't have to go to mountains to make that reality.
Yeah. John, you voiced Rafiki. Tell us about his character, because he's a very optimistic character, isn't he?
Of course, he's an elder in a village. He's there when a child is born to inaugurate young princes to kings. He's there at great funerals. He's the cultural reservoir of the pride land, of the legacy of Mufasa. In fact, he was there to inaugurate Mufasa. He knew Mufasa's father. I always say Rafiki is over 75 because we're both the same age. So when John, the director, said to me, I want you to play Rafiki, I was on the set of the Black Panther.
Yes.
And I didn't know who this guy was, and because the set is dark. John Kani said, yes, and I'd love you to voice Rafiki. And I said, oh yeah, this is Hollywood saying I'm going to make you a star and never come back.
Yeah.
But he came back and we began to work together. He began to understand that, what do you give? What do you give to this character? What that is different? What is your understanding? Now, I had seen every country I go to, there's a Lion King.
Yeah.
And the kids would find me, oh, Tata Silape, Australia, we've been here now, this is our 6th month, Tata Silape, Paris, Tata Silape, England. So I've had that relationship with it. But important for this one, it was on an incredibly larger scale. Everything was huge.
Yeah.
And for me, it has been this incredible roller coaster from Captain America, Civil War, into Black Panther, into ultimate African story.
Yes.
Ultimate.
I was reading something online, and you were saying you want people to take a lot more out of this story, especially Rafiki's character, in terms of the African family itself.
We send our kids to school and some of them stay in boarding schools. They're only about 13, 14. Then they go to university, and then they graduate, and they work in the cities where there are better jobs and better opportunities. So I have lost contact with my son for nearly 15 years.
Yeah.
We don't even have a grandfather in the environment of the family. Therefore, the history and the culture is no longer handed down orally, so that kids could know who they are. Rafiki immediately connects with Simba as a little kid and constantly tells him about his pride, his culture, his origin, and his responsibilities. We need those grandparents. Don't put them in old age homes. Keep them in the house to talk to children.
100%, I agree with you fully there. Lebo, just finally, what was it like working with Beyoncé? I'm sure that question's been asked you many times.
It has. It has. I always say, I look for days like today. I mean, how blessed can we be? We premiered The Lion King on Mandela Day.
Yes.
And the focus around the world has been about Beyoncé the singer. What I look forward to is what I feel is the biggest surprise. Beyoncé the Nala, because her performance as Nala will make the collaboration, the songwriting and everything else be just another, it's a side event for me. Wow. You know, it's work for us. But she's so spectacular as Nala and complements the entire movie. So I shy away from that euphoria of Lebo M and Beyoncé. Yeah. I co-wrote a song that's in the movie, but I think her performance and the focus on, she's a mega star, of course, I appreciate that. Yeah. But what she brings to the table as an actress for the character of Nala is far beyond who took a picture with her in a local.
What's important is that the bigger they are, the more humble they are.
Yeah.
And she just comes in and greets us like, hello tata, hello ma'am, hello, you know, and then you say action, and then she goes, Beyoncé.
Wow, that's amazing, because I mean, for ordinary guys like us, you look at these big stars who you guys are interacting with every single day now, and from that distance, it's just a picture to us. I mean, it's just amazing hearing you guys talk about how they're just human like all of us.
Absolutely. Someone even said the number ones are okay. The problem are the number twos, because they are the wannabes. They are the divas who want 2 caravans instead of 1. But those that have made it focus on the work. Gentlemen, and the giving.
Thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing. Great to have you in studio, and good luck with this movie. I'm sure it's going to do absolutely well at the box office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Veteran actor John Kani and music composer Lebo M talking to us about Disney's new adaptation of The Lion King.